taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They're on the 21-yard line.
Yellow. Clock, 10. Set.
They go play action here. Mon. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They were excellent a week ago with a win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course.
And now the rookie's free. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Mon. The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Ready?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rashad White, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Pass to the tight end, Wiley. He's got room at the 30.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it? Kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
Touchdown!
Trevon Wesco.
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Titans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Buccaneers sit 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 9. Mond looks to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
52.
He's got Otten. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that.
But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Titans have got it back to within a score. So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a third effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a fourth.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Got it. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Read option, this is White.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Bond going to throw it.
Rolling to his right.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll go up the middle with White. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
White is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Mond. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And his kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you, total.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They work now on 2nd and 9. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Ready, go!
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll try the right side with Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try and run for it with Henry. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Here's Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run forward with Henry. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Here's Mon.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Hamler now on the return.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Again to throw, Willis on second down. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on the blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Play action. Willis
Steps away.
pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here we go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Last play of the half, Willis. A shot downfield for Bucs.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
And quickly they get to the line. Play fake. Here's Willis. And it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Able to find the open. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog. Especially
if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And the Titans first down.
Throw here taken in by Riley, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A first down carry for Henry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Henry again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Titans are back within a score. On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Buccaneers 23, Titans 41.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
A second down throw now for Mond.
And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ready.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
On the ball.
They give to White on the option.
Still fighting for more. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rashad White
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
and the Bucs are able to add on to that lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
Powering forward. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
First down, Titans.
They'll run it again with Henry. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go check. Go check.
Henry running right. Stiff-armed him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
1st down, here's White. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kellen Mond, 56 yards. And the Bucs use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Willis now off of play action. They'll roll him out right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Bucs will take over here just shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense.
Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Eluding the pressure right. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. Here's first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Play action. Here's Willis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They go play action here. Mond, he's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here we go.
Here's second and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Mond being chased out left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Ready up.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 34 yards. And the Bucs
Bucs have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here's first down.
Check. Bronco switch.
They begin with Henry. Shoves him away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's first and 10. Now Willis.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Tucker, and he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. That one looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mond escaping the pressure right.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw there, it's intercepted.
And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Fighting down past the 45. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard
line. Throwing, Willis. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to Bye.